Hey babes, hello, 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 good morning, happy day. So I'm sitting here and I'm just waiting for my camera to charge so I could go do Aaron Carter's channeling session. I'm totally ready, just waiting on the camera. So while I'm sitting here, I was listening to Squirrel Girl, and she spoke with Nick, the tow truck driver guy, right? The assistance, roadside assistance, whatever you want to call it. And I got to the part where he says he's not 100% sure that he saw Jagger, but he was 100% sure that he saw Kylie. Now, if he's 100% sure that's Kylie, see, I feel like it was one of the friends dressed in Kylie's clothing, which is possible because her hoodie, that white and pink one, was seen in the front seat of her car. Okay. Yet she had like a gray sweater on, something like that. Okay, so I am confident to say that I believe 100% it was Jagger, and this is why. I spoke about it yesterday, but it kind of went over people's heads, like you didn't click it together. So I'm going to try to click it together for the ones that didn't click it together. Okay, so he was speaking to Jagger, was speaking to reporters when this first happened, when they first noticed she was missing, right? And he said he last spoke to her before the party. Right? And he said, okay, be safe and like, don't do anything stupid, right? And we already spoke about that part. He says he also told her that he had a rough day and she just listened, meaning they're on the phone. Okay, so meaning they were speaking to each other. Okay, I had a rough day, when. And she's just like, okay, yeah, and okay. Well, then he says at 10:30, she responds to what they were speaking about. Why would she need to respond at 10:30 if she was on the phone listening to you? I think Jagger had two phones. I'm confident Jagger has or had two phones. And I'm confident that Jagger sent that message saying, oh, I'm sorry you're going through that. Because all that don't even make sense to me. Oh, I'm sorry you're going through that. I had a rough day. Sorry you're going through that. Through what? A rough day? What? The fact of the matter is Kylie had that rough day and that rough night. Okay? And I truly believe he probably sent that text from her phone around 10:30, okay, to his phone, which was left wherever he was supposedly at, okay. And then he says, right after that text, that was the last time I heard from her. But why would she text him? Number one, you're at a party. You're not worried about texting your friends, right? Number two, you were literally on the phone with her telling her you had the bad day. Why wouldn't she have said, well, I'm sorry you're going through that on the phone while she was listening to you, as you claim? And we already know Jagger's a liar. Because down here, he mentions how him and the sheriff are working together. And that the sheriff wants everybody to send him all the info so he can go through it. Here's his exact words. And the sheriff would like me to filter through any info I can before it gets to him. In what cockamamie land do you live in that a suspect is allowed to go through evidence before the sheriff gets it in his hands? Can anybody riddle me that? So we know he lies because the sheriff said that's a lie. They flat out said, nope, that's a lie. And that wasn't a red flag for the sheriff? No, instead they let Sammy do the whole thing. What? Alexa, stop. So yeah, I'm confident just by his own statements that was Jagger. That was Jagger, and that was probably Kate. That was probably Kate. And, I see people be like, oh, when I spoke about Jagger grooming Kylie since she was like 13, 14 years old, did we forget he's also sleeping with Kate, who is a minor? We have her getting out of his bed right after her friend is killed, missing, dead, whatever you want to call it. Did we forget that part too? See, I believe all this surfaced with AWP to get our eyes over there. But you know what? I don't care about that. That has nothing to do with me nor Kylie. And I'm not taking my focus off of Kylie because she's the real victim. She's the one that had the rough day. Okay? And let's not forget Sammy, who knows who needs a ride. I need a ride, Kylie. I need a ride, Kylie. I went to her car 3 times. I need a ride, Kylie. But then you noticed she was drunk? What do you mean you noticed she was drunk? You were the one feeding her the alcohol. And you know what happens to drunk drivers and all that. What's all that? What, going into a ravine? Is that what all that is? Listen, I'm going to try to keep my nerves down because my heart rate going up, honey. My heart rate getting high right now. Just thinking about this poor child. Because this is the only child. This is the only real teenager. This is the only victim. This right here. This beautiful face right freaking here. The only victim. The only child. Okay. I'm going to go get ready for Aaron Carter. I'm already ready. I'm just waiting for the camera. Like I said, be safe. Keep your eyes and ears open at all times. No matter how comfortable you think you are, make sure you stay on point. I love you, babes.